Hey Tim, what's up, dude? Yeah, I went to bed at 7 o'clock. Got up right before 12, so here I am. Rob Fox and Ed, y'all welcome in. Lance, hey Lance. Oh, well, go to bed, Tim. Beauty rest might do you some good, boy. We won't talk about you too bad. Uh, yeah, you got to go to work in the morning. Yeah, I'm fighting this damn COVID. My wife went back to work today. I started feeling a little rough yesterday, but so far so good. She had it. It wasn't too bad on her. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I mean, Rob. That's what I mean. You're exactly right. Yeah, I know it. If I had any cough with it, uh, I probably would, Lance. But I hadn't coughed much. There you go, Tim. Take your extra day off. You scared you're gonna miss something lucky? Yep. That shine with all that peppermint and cloves and cinnamon, I got to knock a cough out now. Hmm. I tell you, all I do is, and I've done it my whole life. Now, COVID ain't nothing to fool with, I don't think, but I didn't have, all I had was a throbbing headache right behind my eyes. Boy, my eyes. Ooh. And I took me a shot of nighttime NyQuil. My eyes quit hurting, head quit hurting, and I went to sleep for 4 hours. And I still, I don't know exactly what was going on. My nose was running a little bit. I took me another shot and slept till midnight tonight. Hey, David. Yeah, David, we've been nursing COVID here at my house. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I've always had good luck with NyQuil because it knocks me out. And if I wake up and I still feel bad, I take me another shot in about 30 minutes and knock me back out. And that's kind of what I've always used. But my only problem with my head was hurting so bad. Man, I had a throbbing. And I generally don't have no headache, but boy, my head was hurting me. Y'all go ahead. I knew I was going to have trouble with that head the first time y'all saw it. I'm sure that's what you're going to say. But I mentioned the other night I just ate 2 onion sandwiches, mayonnaise and onion, salt and pepper. I love them. I hadn't eaten one in at least 6 months. Back in the summer, I guess. And just night before last, I got to craving an onion sandwich, and that's usually a sign I'm fixing to get sick. Hey, Chucky. Yeah, Rob, I knew that was gonna come out somewhere. I got to craving onion sandwiches, and that's usually what I do when I'm fixing to get an ailment. I told my wife, and she said, "What are you eating?" I said, "Onion sandwiches." She said, "You fixing to get sick?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so." And that day, yesterday, last night and yesterday was pretty rough. I couldn't even watch I had to go back and watch the Vegemite challenge on the YouTube this evening. But I think I'm headed in the right direction now. Yeah, that's right. The hot shower is a good thing when you feel bad. Hey, Mark, I stayed in the shower till the hot water heater started cooling off this evening. I sure did. Just leaning up against the wall, letting it hot as I could stand, letting it run on me. Sweat it out. Vegemite man, boy, he made a terrible face when he ate that Vegemite. That looked like he didn't eat. He had a mouth full of dog poo or something. That stuff must be bad. I want to see somebody eat that old fish that comes in a can. Black Death. Yeah, I want to see somebody eat that old fish that they eat over in, where is it, Norway or Sweden or somewhere? Yeah, that's what all y'all were having trouble trying to decide what it tasted like. I can't imagine. I never been around it. I know I just went out and got a small bowl of that kraut I've been making. It don't come off till the 14th, but you can start taste testing it a little early. Of course, I've been taste testing it since about day 4. And I don't know what that stuff is, Mark. It's some kind of funny name. Look on there, rotten fish. Videos of people eating them rotten fish. You see what I'm talking about. And that got me out of the bed, said Steve Adams. I said, never heard of it. But I got my wife finally. She don't have much confidence in my fermenting abilities. They got a little small bowl of that kraut and brought it in the house. And I took one little bite of it just to make sure it was still all right. And I don't know, it was about 4 tablespoons, big tablespoon. Yeah, that may be it. She gobbled that stuff down. And I said, and she don't eat that kind of food. She said, this don't taste nothing like that sauerkraut you buy in the store. I said, well, that ain't sauerkraut. That's pickled cabbage you buy in the store. So this is real sauerkraut. And I said, well, I'm going to go tomorrow and get some ballpark franks. We're going to have us kraut and Wienis. And she said, then she went over to the refrigerator and went in the drawer and come out with a sticker sausage. I don't know what that is, Mark. She's all fired up about that cabbage now. I'm telling you, that stuff's pretty good. I mean, it's really good. Biltong. I don't know what that is, Mark. That sounds like some kind of Far East deal there. Don't know what it is. South African jerky. Oh, okay. Was it made out of monkey meat? Probably so. I will tell y'all an interesting story. Let it dry in front of me, yeah. That's all you have to do down in South Texas. That's the way the Indians did it. Cut it in strips and deer meat and cow meat, and lay it over a stick and let it sit there and dry with a 0% humidity. That's how they did it. Okay. I'll tell y'all an interesting story about Africa and baboons. When I was working in the chemical research business, we had a research farm in somewhere in South Africa, and we raised corn down there. Some corn. They raised everything on the research farm, but they had corn. So I'm shooting at it, yeah. And the baboons would raid the cornfields when it started getting dry. They had big electric fences. They had everything, but their baboons are smart. So they started putting people all 24 hours a day on guard out there in the little plots of corn to run the baboons out. Well, when they put somebody out there, when they put somebody in the field, the baboons never came. They'd be hid in the corn, sitting in a chair out there with a cooler, The baboons wouldn't come. So they figured out that the baboons was out there watching. So they put two people went in the corn patch. And one sat down at the station in there to hide and run them out, and the other one went in the house. Went back to the shop, got in the truck and went home. Well, the baboons still didn't come in there. They had to send, to solve that problem, they ended up having to send 3 people. The baboons could count to 2, but apparently they couldn't count to 3. They sent 3 people in the cornfield. 1 would stay and 2 would come out, and then the baboons would come in that night. And of course, it was one person that would run them out. Then baboons pretty smart. There you go, Tim. I can't even pronounce, so I'm not sure. For sure not eating it. I don't blame you. Yeah, those baboons pretty sharp. I'll tell you, if it gets much better than homemade deer jerky, I ought to get some. I love deer jerky. Did they make it home? But then the natives will take, if they're out there in that desert, they'll catch it. Y'all seen that on TV before, where they'll catch a baboon by putting a piece of, putting something back up in the hole in the rock. I bet it is. If the elk is good big here. They put something shiny back up in the hole in the rock, and that baboon will go up there and reach in there and close his fist, and they run up there and catch him. Because he ain't got enough sense to turn it loose. He can't get his hand out of the hole, with it in the fist. And then they feed him a bunch of salt and turn him loose. And they follow him because he has to have fresh water just like people. And he takes off too. Okay, Mark, yeah. Hey, Chris E. Yeah, I've definitely got my days and nights mixed up. Yeah, no monkeys. Yeah, it's morning now in most parts of the country. I guess everybody gone to bed. We usually have about 18 to 20 in here. Send CP a message. Lisa Marie passed away. Hey, Melissa. She went back to work today, Melissa. She went back to work. I'm fighting it off, Melissa. I don't know. I hadn't been tested yet. I was pretty sick yesterday. Yeah, that's what David Smith said. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I did. I told her, look, man, they lie to start docking your pay. You better get on up and get back down there. I need that money. 54. Wow. That's tough. 54 is pretty young. My mother died at 52. '52. Melissa wears a hog head. Hmm. All right, Fish Ranch. Welcome in. 58. Yep. Yeah, I want to go in my sleep. Hmm. Yeah, I bet it did, Mark. Yeah, I thought y'all was gonna have some tornadoes, Melissa. That thing tore up some towns in Alabama and headed to South Carolina. You got some of Georgia too. I guess most of it north of y'all a little bit, not very far north though. Reed Timmer was chasing it all the way up through there. Yep, 10. Yeah, that was a pretty bad line of storms. Let's see, what was the name of that town over there? Selma, Alabama got torn up. Yeah, Selma. Several other little communities. I don't know about Georgia, but there was some tornadoes on the ground in Georgia. Snowstorm. And I hate it for y'all, but I sure am glad we don't have it. Man, it was snowing up in North Arkansas yesterday. Yeah, I know it. I didn't. I was watching some of it, but I quit watching it. Ron Hall was showing a bunch of stuff, and then Reed Timmer was chasing him. But that squall line was bad. Man, it was bad. They went shooting out South Mississippi this morning and just got bigger and bigger. No, no. My hair's so curly, Mark. Ain't much I can do with it. That's all curls. Look at them curls. I got some curls. There he is, right over there. And I wish I had his talent. Yeah, man, I can bang on the piano, but I can't do none of that. That's the boss cat eye. He tickles me. He gonna stay right where I am. Yeah, I got some curls. Oh, there's a big old curl right down through there. Right down through there. Can't help it. I can't help it. And I watched it this evening too, and that makes it even worse. No, no, indeed, Mark, David. No, indeed. Yeah, sweat that sickness out. I know better. Yeah, yeah, I used Vitalis back in the day, back when I was a kid. Vitalis and there was another one that had a bunch of alcohol in it. Jerry something or other. Green. It was in a green, big old green bottle. Jerry. I can't remember what it was. I think it started with Jerry. J-E-R. I can't remember. Yeah, Vitalis. There you go, Mark. No, it wasn't Jerry Curl. Mm-mm. Can't remember what it was. I can't remember. Let me see if I can come up with it on there. Mm. No, I can't. It don't. But damn. There ain't much you can do with it, Melissa. I can tell you that. It just goes where it wants to go. I don't know. I can't. Oh God. Woo. Mm-mm. Preparation Nate. No, I ain't gonna waste my time looking. Hey, Stan. Yeah, that's what happened, Melissa. I lived I lived about 3 houses from the school from the time I was 15 on. And you know how boys are, they always running late. I walked to school. Of course, it wasn't that far, and it wasn't uphill. I'd hustle out in the mornings and go to school. When I get on them cold mornings, I get to school, my hair be froze. I didn't get it. We didn't have a hair dryer. All I had was a towel. I walk into school and water be running down my face. My hair, you touching the crunch. Oh man. Well, I've always had fairly long hair. It's always been just like this, actually. Joe did. Well, when I was coming along, either you had long hair or you had what they call a box top. And my hair was so curly, I couldn't have no box top. I had to go bald head. So I had long hair. It was about 50-50, I guess, in my school. And all the girls had that long, pretty hair. And now they whack it off, and some of them go bald headed. Man, Lord have mercy. Crew cut, yeah, crew cut. Yeah, that's one night stand. You pay on an electric fence. You won't do it but once. Hmm. Oh, oh, perm. Hmm. Yeah, you got pictures, eh? Lord, mercy. Well, I bet you look rough, Mark. Hmm. No, I guess not. Looking good. No, I didn't have that long hair though, Chris. I didn't have it down my back. I always kept it shaved off at the collar. I didn't go through the hippie spell. It's always been just like it is right now, really. Yeah, we used to take a little small pill capsule of alcohol to school and a rag, paper towel or something. Clean the spot on the floor real good. When super glue came out, cleaned the floor real good in one spot and glue a quarter down. Watch people try to get it. Yeah, I've seen some mohawks in my day, back when I was coming along. Yeah, I bet Hogleg had that old long hair and do all this when he's playing in the band carry on. Lord have mercy. See, I know what a mullet is. I have no idea what a feathered back hair is. I don't have any idea. I saw Mark mentioned it up there too, but I don't have any idea what it is. Hey, Valerie, Vegemite girl. Mm. Yeah, Valerie made some terrible faces when she put that junk in her mouth. Hmm. Yep. Time passes fast when you're having a good time. Okay, Melissa, tell him come on. Hey, man, tell him come on. And probably good till about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Oh, come on, Stan. Yep. Hey, Jodi. Oh, man. He was shooting at you, wasn't he, David? Hmm. You know, I graduated high school in '65, and the Beatles were in full swing, but nobody in my hometown had that old long hair. But when I got to junior college and then on to college, there was a lot of it going around. A lot of boys with down to the shoulder hair. I don't know who this is. Yeah, if you turn your nose up at me. Hmm. Yeah, I had it in '72, I guess '73, I guess it was. I hired this young boy to help me on the farm, and it's in the fall of the year. I taught him how to drive a cotton picker. He had never been on the farm. He was a painter, and he was a good worker. I hired him on the farm, helped me pick cotton and combine beans and stuff. And he eventually did all the planting and stuff, or helped do it. He had real long hair. And he got into starting the cotton picking. I told him, Danny, I said, you probably ought to cut that hair off. I said, this going to get mighty nasty out here servicing this cotton picker and this combine every morning. Yeah, no, are you telling me I got to cut? I said, no, I ain't telling you got to cut your hair. I'm just telling you for safety purposes and everything, you probably ought to cut it. Well, he didn't cut it. About the third morning there, we greasing the combine, the cotton picker up. We always service the cotton picker first and then the combine. And I was standing behind him pumping the grease gun. And there's about 50 alum mites on the head of the cotton picker or mower. And then one at a time. And you got to get your head all up in there to look. And he come out from under there, and he had a big old wad of grease and fell out in top of his head. I said, boy, you got a big wad of grease in top of your head. And he reached up there and got a big wad of grease and threw it on the ground. That gun, And went on. Well, when he got the grease in that cotton picker that morning, he had to take and we didn't have no scissors. He had to take a knife and cut the cuckaburrs out of his hair. Y'all know what a cuckaburr is? I don't know if any of y'all, some of y'all might not even know what a cuckaburr is, but he had to take a knife, and of course the ones in the back I had to get. he had to cut them cucumber's out of his hair. The next morning he came to work. He didn't have no hair. He went home and cut it all off. Oh man! And he told me, he said, "Yeah, you was right." I said, "Yeah, it'll grow back." Yeah, yeah, Melissa, you know what it is. Yeah, that was terrible. It ruined his pretty hair. Well, they claim that's where the people got the idea for Velcro. Now, I don't know. I have no idea, but they claim that. Some people claim. But I know a kookaburra stick with you, boy. You can take a kookaburra right there and bury it. It can last 7 years laying out there in the ground. And it's got two kernels in it. So kookaburra is hard to get rid of. Back in those days, they're not anymore, but back in them days, they was hard. We just had to go out there and cut them. And we did a lot. We had decookaburra a bunch. Hey, bud, a bunch of it. You get them and cut them and bring them out and carry them somewhere and throw them off a bridge or something. But still had some kookaburras laying around on their cotton picker. Yeah, man, he had to cut them big old chunks of hair out of his head. And I was steady laughing, but not in his face, because he was proud of his hairdo. But he cut it all off. And the first time it rained, he went to the barber shop. He looked rough, man. He looked like a wet possum. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Melissa. Yeah, he said, man, these kookaburras are terrible. And I said, yeah. I said, just think, well, you driving the cotton picker, not that combine. I said, if you'd been driving the combine like I was, you'd had that half cut off 3 or 4 days ago. Because they was everywhere in the bean fields. Already getting pretty. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Lucky turning around here now where he can watch me. He can get a swing at me now. He couldn't get a swing at me laying the other way. He liked that 89 hours in the bed today, though. And he had a big time. Taking meds. Hey, Tex. Okay, Tex. See you later, bud. I enjoyed that picture you sent me. Those are some beautiful relics that boys found. Beautiful. Really, really nice ones. I don't know why that picture wouldn't open the first time you sent it, but it opened the next time. Melissa, when you had that COVID, did you have a bad headache? Right behind your eyes and all around, right through here, right above your ears, all the way around. Yeah, they are. I've always heard that. That soil out there preserves them pretty good. It don't happen like that here. Hmm. Oh yeah, I've been to Gulfport several times, Mark. I don't know, yeah, Chris Everett, you right about that now. The agricultural industry for years and years and years was the most dangerous industry in the United States. But now that included stockyards and grain elevators, not just farmers. I don't know about now. Moved to Gulfport. They moved from up there, Mark. He gonna be in a shock for the temperature if he moved from where you live. Yeah, Gulfport's about 4 hours south of me. I don't know, Bug, what kind of headache it was, but the last time I had a headache like that was blowing stumps with dynamite back in the late 60s and 70s, and I went back to the hole sometimes too quick when the fumes were still around. And you talking about a headache now. That's a headache that soap won't wash off. I used to have to go lay out under a tree till I figured out what was causing it. It lasted about 2 hours, and I mean, it was absolutely, I, I thought the top of my head was going to come off till I figured out what was causing it. Have a whole family moved there to be together. Her mom from Portland and her brother from Colorado. Oh, yeah, well, Gulfport's got an excellent climate. The only thing you got to worry about is hurricanes. It's going to be hot and humid. Food's going to be good. New Orleans not far. Pass Christian's not far. What's that other little town over to the west? Pass Christian, and there's one more in there. You got some great little restaurants. Okay. Yeah, I imagine they like it. Most of the time when you change climates like that, it's pretty fun at first. How long they been down there? They been through a sure enough hot summer yet? All right, bud. See you later, bud. Thank you for dropping by. Oh yeah, well they've seen the summer then, so they're good if they still like it. And you got deep sea fishing available. Okay. Do they work at the boat building place down there or what? What's the name of that big old operation? They got the Stennis Space Center down there where they test the rockets that go into outer space, and then they got what's the name of that big Ingalls shipyard where they make ships for the Navy on different things. That's all right down there in the one spot. People live in Gulfport and work at those places. People live in Biloxi and work at those. I mean, they all along that coast and work over there. Oh yeah, wintertime you're lucky in the wintertime. Part of my family used to live in Gulfport back in the 50s. They moved to Jackson. He helped build, he was a civil engineer. He helped build Keesler Air Force Base. They extended the runways or something down there. And he was the foreman or head of the job. And when that was over, they moved to Jackson. He's doping up good anymore. Best part about Gulfport is it ain't far from Bourbon Street. And all that good food down around New Orleans. I love me some Cajun food now. Oh yeah. You know, I'm not too big on jazz music. I love that Zydeco, but I don't care much about jazz. Yeah, well, crime is everywhere now, man. They're everywhere. And it don't get so cold for the crooks to stay in the house down here. They still come out 365 days a year. I expect taxes and everything probably lower in Mississippi. I don't know that, but I imagine they are. Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't been down there in quite a while, David. I wonder what happened to Pastor Google. Yeah, Chucky, you're right, man. Chucky, you ever eaten at that place on the way to New Orleans south of Hammond called Middendorf's Catfish House? It's on the east side of the highway right before you go across the swamp there, going from Hammond to New Orleans to La Place. It's on the left of that little town called Manchac. And then ain't nothing there but 2 or 3 fish houses. But boy, that Mendorf, man, I love that catfish. And they have good gumbo too. Yeah, it's tough on them. They call that tough on the hands, Mark. That's hog leg. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, David. Right before Gulfport, yeah. Oh, yeah, they got plenty of shrimp. Plenty of good Gulf oysters, too. There you are.
Yeah, man.
There he is. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. You want to see how my curly hair is?
Yeah,
Let me shut
let's
the
see it.
door.
Let's see it.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
You gotta look fast now.
Right. Well, it wasn't. There he is.
Oh, and I done straightened it up a little bit now.
I don't know how I messed up. I was trying to get you on full screen. I don't guess I know how to do this. I don't reckon. How do you put you on full screen?
It hit my picture.
I did. It said remove. Oh, I see it there now. Yeah, I see it.
This is what I've been cursed with curly hair all my life.
Yep.
That's why I keep it short.
Yeah. I see it.
Now my older days, I keep it short.
Bunch of, bunch of them said hello to you there.
Hello, chat.
Cool head.
Let's see. And you can make it smaller, can't you, Steve?
Make it smaller?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I?
Yeah.
What difference does that make? Right
There
there?
you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, let me go back.
Yeah, Biloxi.
Oh, Biloxi's my favorite gambling hole.
Chucky, what direction do you go where you come from when you go to the coast? I don't think I know where you are. I don't know where Chucky comes from. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been fighting this flu or COVID or whatever it is I'm trying to get.
Yeah, I hope you don't get it, man.
I don't feel like I got it. I don't know. I may have. may test positive. I don't know, but I don't feel like I got it. I don't feel bad. I don't feel good either.
Well, that's how I felt when Melissa had got it the day before I got it,
Yeah,
and I didn't start feeling bad until the day after. But I didn't think I had COVID. But Melissa did one of them home tests on me,
yeah,
and both lines were red. So, and don't get me wrong, I didn't have it as bad as she had it, but still I had it.
yeah. West Virginia. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, you coming in from northeast? Yeah. See, we go down 49. I guess 59 is the next big highway over. Yeah, the only thing them people down there got to worry about is them hurricanes.
Yep.
And they better pay attention when them things show up. So that's some flat country down there.
Yep. I like going to the bottom. You go down there and I turn left at the big blue building.
Yeah,
I know left and then go all the way to the end of that road to Boomtown. That's my casino.
okay. Golden Corral. You see what Tim meant?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know now, Tim. You know, I have been
You been what?
uh craving ice cream and pickles here lately.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. Hmm. Yeah. Fort Payne, yeah. Birmingham, Reading and Hattiesburg. Yeah, you hit 49 at Hattiesburg. And then go down, come in right in the middle of downtown Biloxi.
Now I'm having a baby elephant.
But be careful now.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Well, it is 1:40 in the morning.
No, that I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave it there.
All right.
We're
That,
all adults in here. We can use our imagination.
there you go. That's a
So,
long drive for Chucky to go to Biloxi from West Virginia.
yeah, heck yeah, it is. Heck yeah.
You know, I don't care nothing about the sand and the salt. Been down there 3 or 4 times and been over there to Florida, 3 or 4 times. But I like the Florida, but I don't care nothing about that sand and salt water.
I don't care about the sand, salt water no more either.
I never did care nothing about it.
Oh, used to. I loved it.
We went to visit my uncle that lived in Gulfport. We went out to the beach there in Gulfport, and I got in some stingray, not stingrays, what do you call them things? Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
That broke me from liking that kind. I was real young.
Oh man, them jellyfish put a hurting on you.
I didn't care nothing about getting in that water no more. Never ever. I didn't never forget that.
Wow. Wow. Well,
You notice my chair not squeaking tonight.
yeah, I was watching you
I have no
rocking
idea.
it.
I have no idea why.
Oh, man, it's fitting to break on you.
Call out back here.
Yeah.
14 hours, 800 miles.
No, I don't. You know, them days are over for me.
Shoot, man. We driven to California.
Uh-oh, I hear a jet finna take off.
Is that my computer?
Yeah, it must be.
We drove to Northern California in the 80s, and then I guess in the 2000s or late 90s, we drove to Spokane. And boy, those, ooh, gosh, these long rides. But that's 2,000 miles one way, both of them,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
twice a year. Yeah, I don't know what that fan's all about. I guess I'm used to it. I don't pay much attention to it anymore.
Nah, it went away quick. Keeps you. If you don't hear it no more, you better start looking for a fan quick.
Do something, huh?
That's what keeps your computer cool.
Cool. Well, you see how I'm just sitting in here. I don't know if it needs a fan or not, because it's freezing in this house.
Yeah, I got up and Melissa hadn't turned the furnace on. So I grabbed the same shirt I wore last night because it's long sleeve. Throwed it on. It's got a
Chucky,
chill.
go ahead.
I said it's got a chill up in this house.
Yeah, it's cold down here too. Started getting cold after. Well, we didn't get any rain, but after that thing blew through, got over about mid Alabama, it started getting cold here. Chucky, what you doing going to Biloxi twice a year? You must have kinfolk down there. I enjoyed the food over at the Redneck Riviera. What's the name of that place? Offshore Rig. Okay, good. I got you. I can't remember the name of the town. Gulf Shore.
Yeah, Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Back in the bottles down there, they got restaurants back up in the inland, maybe a mile or two off the coast. Man, they have some good food back in there.
Yeah.
And they local, and everybody goes. The same people in there all the time. And they enjoy a crowd coming there and eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Where y'all from? All that mess. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't remember the name of the place, but me and the guys I was with, we found it one afternoon. The women were all shopping. But we found that's where we went to eat that night, and then we went back out there a couple more times. Yeah, low 40s. That's kind of chilly for y'all.
Heck yeah, it is. It's downright cold.
Hmm.
Wheaton down on Wheaton 2 Park Station. Oh wow.
Fox chasing.
That's something I've never done.
I have. I've been a couple of times. I've done it with Waylon Jennings.
There you go.
Yeah,
You rubbed elbows with a name brand.
sure did. He he had a cousin, first cousin here, TJ Jennings, that had fox dogs, and I had a boy working for me that had fox dogs, and they run the dogs together. And they invited me to go one night, and well, I went with them. I went with them at least twice, and Waylon was there one of the times. He's a good guy, man. He's just as funny as he. I mean, he's just jovial and he's fun to sit around the fire and listen to the dogs and pass a bottle with.
Huh.
Yeah, once in a while, one of them would step away from the fire and listen real good. And then we'd all have to get in the truck and take off.
Wow.
Oh, Waylon did? I didn't know that. I sure didn't know that, Chuck.
There you go. He owned a 700-acre fox pen.
I sure didn't know that.
Huh.
But I mean, I know them Jennings, they was all big into them fox hunting. They field trial and everything all over the South. Oh, your friend. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Doggone.
I bet he had some good dogs. There's several of them things around over here in this part, over in the hill section. Them fox pens. Down in Louisiana, they got several of them. They buy live coyotes from these trappers.
Wow.
The fox population is so low. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know, Melissa. I sent him a text, said I was live, but I ain't seen him. Oh, you can't tell about CP. He allowed to be making mead or something. You can't tell about it.
Well, all I want to know is where did Mark go?
I don't know.
Did I run him out?
I don't know. His best dog? Okay. It's always best to buy a good dog instead of having to spend all them hours training them. I never was in the fox dog business, but I was in the coon hunting business, and boy, I'm telling you, I spent a minute night walking behind them dogs, wanting to get a shot on one of them when they strike out on a deer or something.
We got a horse farm right down the road from where I bought Melissa's horse. That what it used to be is the sheriff's boys ranch. They bought it and turned it into a. They raise fox trotters out there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's as close as I came to fox hunting.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's what he's done. He's eating the rest of that Vegemite.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he's gonna get up and get him something to eat, or no, something to drink, and throw the rest of that jar of Vegemite away. I bet he just got him something to drink. Hmm. I might want.
Yeah, better get me another little hit on
Yeah,
this.
might want to try another.
It wasn't really as bad as I thought it was. It couldn't have been.
Oh, it's bad. Trust me, Steve, it's bad.
I could see the looks on y'all's faces, on their faces.
Yeah, man, it's bad. But I did find out that it was good in soups. Well, a
Oh, good.
vegetable soup or beef soup.
What to run it?
You just put your teaspoonful in there and stir it up till it melts. It just adds that flavor. It's got like a beef bouillon flavor to it.
Well, I love beef bouillon. Now.
Yeah.
You like these mountains? Yeah, they durable, Chucky. They tough. They run a long way once they get on the flat ground. Yeah, the mountain dogs tough.
Wow. Oh heck yeah. I give it my hats off to anything that lives in the mountain. My big buck don't like them hills.
Mm. You know, I know where there's some places down in Vicksburg and Yazoo City that I can go dig up some Civil War stuff. But Lord have mercy. I just had to live there. I just had to stay down in one of them hollers. I couldn't get back. I could fall down in it, but I couldn't get back out of it.
Yeah.
Hog leg, keep them going while I run to the kitchen. I'm gonna make me some bouillon.
Hey, all right. I'll
How
try it.
about that?
Mix you up a little Vegemite.
Yeah, how'd I put my icon up here?
Stop cam.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, it is. I'm in the run. I'll be back in the no Vegemite for me.
Yeah, I got. Last night I had the individual ones recording. Uh, this is my first time using it, but half of them. It said that. Let's see. Takedown completed. Hog leg completed. Jodi completed. Catfish and crappie incomplete. Dominic incomplete. Pork chop complete. Cool cats fishing complete. Ogie incomplete. Valerie incomplete. DRB incomplete. Sandy Toes complete. I don't know. I don't know if that was my fault or when y'all exited. I don't know how y'all. I know people were saying it was different exiting it last night. I don't know if you had to exit a certain way or not, but um, I'm gonna go through these, and even with the incomplete things, the way I done it last night individually, I should be able to. If anybody wanted theirs, a little section of them, I should be able to cut it out and work with it that way. I made y'all big screen as y'all did it, and that's why I did it that way, just in case I threw the jar out. LOL. Man, my camera's flickering on my end again. Yeah, man, pork chop had it all running out of his mouth and mess. Ooh. Then he went, oh man. Well, Mark, this is what it looks like. I won't, let's see. Oh, I can't do it. Share it. It original recording was complete, and then local recordings. Take down hog leg, Jody, catfish, crappie, Dominic, pork chop, cool cats, Ogie, Vegemite Val, DRB, Sandy Toes. Hooks and hammocks got in there twice, and Crazy Hillbilly once. So everybody that was on my show last night got individually recorded, but some didn't complete. Some completed and some didn't complete. And there's a little thing out here. Let's see. I'm gonna try to. Some recordings incomplete, generating incomplete uploads in order to download them. And see, 82% of that one was complete. So I don't know. I have to mess with it and figure it out a little bit more. I'd rather do not. So. Yeah, if y'all don't remember their, see, I wrote it down right here. I wrote each one of y'all's Aussie name down. Oh, there it is right there. Valerie Aussie name is Bluebell. Pork Chop's Aussie name is Bonza. Jody's name is Waddle. Ogie's name is Gumnut. Mark is Meat Pie. Dominic is Magpie. DRB, Damn River Boys, is Coey. And then Cooey. And then James is Frills. Welcome in, Grey Wolf. Hello, Danimals. Steve went to get him some broth. I think that's what he said. Yeah, I like doing the hot challenges on my, but I don't. I've seen too many people get hurt with the hot challenges, and I wouldn't want to be responsible for that.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, buddy. Boy, I love bouillon.
What flavor you got? Beef or chicken?
Yes.
You know something? Pork is really hard to find. Pork bouillon.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen it. She's doing good, Grey Wolf. She went back to work today, man. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I make Brunswick stew. And
yeah, it does come early, Dan.
I make Brunswick stew out of Boston butts and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I usually I can get those little packets, those little yellow packets. Uh, they're in the Mexican section of pork flavoring. They come in a yellow box. I can't remember what they're called. Man. But I get them and I I put a whole box in my Brunswick stew when I make it. Of course, I make a lot of Brunswick stew. We freeze it.
Right. Heck yeah. Yeah. Yep. That stuff freezes pretty good too.
Yeah, it sure does. Melissa, what is that stuff? Oh yeah, Koya.
Goya.
Goya. Yeah, it's not bouillon, but it's pork
Hey,
flavor.
Steve Lowe. Man, y'all up early this morning.
Welcome in, Steve Loke.
Well, I got a recipe for you, Hogberry,
All right, go for
to make you some homemade sauerkraut.
it. Homemade sauerkraut.
Fermented, the real deal. Not the stuff in the jar, but the real stuff. And I'm fixing to make me some as soon as I get the feeling better. And I eat this gallon I got out here. You go to the grocery store and get the package, 1 pound package of coleslaw mix.
Yeah.
You got the carrots and two cabbages. And
Right.
I'm gonna thin up some onion and put in it too. And you probably can put bell peppers in it if you wanted to.
Right.
Put it in a big bowl, and you put a sprinkle out of the drawer now, a tablespoon out of the drawer. You sprinkle that with some kind of kosher salt or sea salt or pink salt.
Yeah.
And you work it with your hands or with a club, baseball bat, whatever you want.
Yeah.
5 or 10 minutes, and it'll start making a liquid. You keep mashing it. And, hey, Richard Jarvis, keep mashing it. Keep
Jarvis.
mashing. And then it probably, one pack of that stuff would probably I think it do close to a quart. You might have to put it in a regular pint jar.
Right.
And you press it down in there and pour that liquid over it. Put the cap on it real light and set it in a dark place for 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
And you got some good sauerkraut.
Did you I know I told Melissa to tell you about Art and Bree. They're homesteaders.
Yeah.
Art and Bree.
Mm-hmm.
They're big on fermenting.
Right.
And I got a guy down here that lives probably 30 miles from me. Him and his dad had a show, Hoss Tool. Hoss Tool is in Lake, not Lake Park, that other park. Anyway, they used to do a show together.
Yeah.
But Hoss Tool, it was a father and son team, but the son, and they had a splitting up, and the son, he does Lazy Dog. And I'm still subscribed to him, but he has gotten into a big fermenting thing. He ferments a lot too.
Yeah.
But he's got all the crops and all this, he bought a bunch of the kits off of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But now Bree and them, they do it in the jars like you talking about. They put a little something heavy
Yeah, I
Like
use a rock.
that's what they use. A creek rock.
Yeah. Well, I told you that. Well, I told him earlier before you. I don't know if you was listening about it. Kay eating it this afternoon tonight.
Yeah, I heard that. I
I,
heard that.
I've been trying to get her to taste it, see what
Yeah.
she thought about it, because I've been eating it since about the day 4. Been seeing what was going on with it, with the kraut that I got out there, and to me, it tasted just great, But I made it, so it's supposed to taste good to me.
Yeah.
And so this afternoon, when she got home work, I took a bowl out there and took my tweezer things and went down in there and got about I might I got 4 or 5 big tablespoonfuls, covered everything, went it back in the house.
Yeah.
And I got a fork and tasted it to just see if it was still, knocking along like it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then I said, Kate, this stuff is good now. I want you to taste it. She said, all right. So she got her a spoon. She ate that whole damn bowl of crap stuff. She
She
said,
liked it, huh?
yeah, man. She said, this don't taste nothing like the kraut. And when I get it, I said, I'm trying to tell you, this is real sauerkraut. That other stuff is pickled cabbage.
Yeah, pickled cabbage. I mean, it says kraut on it, but it's actually pickled cabbage.
Well, you don't use any vinegar in ferment.
No, no, just water and
Salt.
thyme. Water and salt and thyme. And
And it'll take all kind of seasoning, mustard seed, dill,
yeah,
uh, peppercorns. It'll take all kinds of seasoning.
yeah,
But yeah, here in about 4 or 5 more days, we're gonna have a session with the crowd and some smoked sausage.
yeah. I heard you say that she dug out some sausage.
Yeah, she said, "Man, this is what we'll cook right here."
Yeah, Valerie, it is good for you.
Yeah, Mark. I got 3 half-gallon jugs of cucumbers pickling out there, or fermenting.
My mama tried fermenting some pickles, where she and I don't like dill pickles. She put some dill in it.
Yeah,
Uh, she didn't put no. All she used was water and salt, and she put dill in them. And I've never heard of that, but that's all she did was she was fermenting the cucumbers, and I didn't care too much for them.
well, you have to put a bunch of bay leaves in cucumbers.
Yeah.
That keeps them from getting mushy. I don't. Yeah, man, this stuff is good, Graywood. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna start. I'm gonna start doing it out of the slaw packs instead of all that chopping up 2 heads of cabbage. It's easy.
Yeah. Well, when we want coleslaw, that's what I even ordered a chopper, but we found out that it'd be easier just to buy just to buy that doggone mess already chopped up.
Yep, that's me. That's me, Mark. I like lots of dill and lots of garlic.
Your mom uses dill, mustard seed, cracked peppercorn, all that stuff. I just know I didn't care too much for it, Melissa. And I love cucumbers. My
Yeah.
mom made. She was the one that made her own chow chow, her own bread and butter pickles. She used to make all that when she was younger.
Well, my next venture is zucchini relish.
Zucchini relish.
Yeah, it sure sounds good. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but I'm gonna make it in another week or two.
Never
I gotta
know.
get some of this stuff out. I gotta start getting it where I can eat it.
You never know. It might turn out pretty good.
I took all the beets last night and steamed them for 8, 9 minutes a jar.
Beets.
Beets, I got a 4 quarts of beets out there, and I took the beets out and put them in the steamer and steamed them for 8, 9 minutes and put them back in the jar, and then I put them in the refrigerator.
Right.
They was too tough to eat, so I steamed them, and they were real tender now. I was trying to duplicate that sweet taste that they have at those in the store, but
Yeah.
I didn't get it, so I had to eat 4 quarts of beets.
Wow. Yeah, when I was growing up, I didn't care too much for beets, and but they've developed. They got all kinds of beets. They
Mm-hmm.
got beets that taste like real earthy, like now them's the ones I don't care too much for. Uh, but the lighter flavor ones, yeah, I love them. Did you know that you could eat the tops of beets?
Sure, that's the best green. They butter and
Yeah.
tart and mustard.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure have. When I raised them in my garden, where we used to live, where I had a big garden. Yeah, we ate them every winter,
Yep.
twice. I didn't raise
Yep.
mustard and turnips. I raised beets.
Yep. That's something I need to try to get finished up today is my raised garden beds. I got to finish them up. Actually, I got to start putting them together.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never, I've never grown horseradish.
I hadn't either. I eat a bunch of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love horseradish.
I like to walk by the refrigerator once in a while, get me a spoon, and just see how bad it is.
Yeah,
And I have to sit down.
yeah.
You have to sit down at the table. You can't walk off.
Oh heck yeah, I do the same. That's something else I like. Pickled okra. You get
Yeah,
there's a certain brand I like pickled okra. It's the Old South pickled okra.
yeah. I got 2 jars of pickled okra from the last year left now that I've been eating on.
Yeah.
I can't. My refrigerator. I went by a cold recipe, not to boil in the bottles and stuff, and I did. Maybe about 11 jars of it, and I've eaten them down to 2. I love it,
Wow.
but I'm gonna ferment some this year.
Yeah.
No, I don't want no bologna. I don't care who made it.
No, I do not like bologna. Bologna, bologna, and I don't care how you say it. Big green olives from Costco. I like green olives, but I like the black ones the
Oh,
best.
I can eat a can of black olive.
Oh heck yeah! Ask Melissa. I open the doggone can. I sit down, pour them in a bowl. I sit down and eat every one of them.
You ever put anything on them?
I sprinkle some garlic powder on them.
Try a little balsamic vinegar. Not a lot.
Vinegar,
Not a lot. Balsamic, whatever.
balsamic vinegar.
Not a lot. You stir them up good.
Hmm. I bet that's good.
If you like that flavor, it's delicious.
Yeah. Green all stuffed with blue cheese.
Yeah, me too. Oh, chair started squeaking. I'm with Dan. I don't do blue cheese.
Oh no, I don't like blue cheese either. That's some nasty stuff. Yeah.
I don't do cream cheese.
No, I'll tear some cream cheese up now.
I don't eat it. It looks to me like it feels like Vegemite in your mouth. You have to rub it off the back of your teeth and everything.
Nah, it melts.
I don't like the texture. I
Wow.
don't know how it tastes because I can't taste it. I just try and get it out of my mouth too quick.
Oh man.
Yeah, Edam cheese and American cheese and a little jalapeno cheese and the big red circles of hoop cheese. And that's the kind of cheese I can eat.
Oh yeah, I love me some hoop cheese now,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you let it set out and get a little warm.
Oh, yeah, room temperature.
Yeah, get a little greasy.
You're exactly right. Yep, yep. The softer it is, the better it is.
Yep.
Well, I don't care nothing about sweet potatoes. I can eat them, but I don't care nothing about sweet food sitting at the table eating.
I love sweet potatoes, and I'm the same way though about sweet food. You know, if I'm gonna eat, don't put no sugar in my food because if I want if I want dessert, I'll eat dessert.
Eat a piece of candy or something.
Yeah.
Knock you in the next week. I bet it will. I don't care nothing about pumpkin and I don't care nothing about sweet potatoes.
I like sweet potato pies also more, but I mean pumpkin pies. I like pumpkin pies, but I'm like you, Mark. I'll tear up a sweet potato pie. Put some white.
Goulash? I don't know. I don't know about goulash. I don't know if they put sugar on the can. I've eaten it once or twice. That's what she calls it now. I don't know what the hell it was.
No, I ain't never had no sugar on goulash.
If it did have sugar on it, I'd kill it with Tabasco. Boy, this stuff is good. What is it good for you?
They say drink bouillon all the time when you're sick.
I put some onion powder in it.
I like me some bouillon too.
You don't want to mess up and put salt in it.
Oh no, Then you'll have Vegemite.
Oh, really? Mm. Mm.
To me, that's what Vegemite tastes like. It tastes like somebody dumped a salt shaker on a beef bouillon cube.
All right. They said bouillon isn't good for you because of the salt. I don't know. I ain't looked at nothing. I just like the taste of it. I
Believe
guess
it or
I.
not, believe it or not, my sodium is low. So and I don't understand that because me and Melissa eat the same thing all the time. We eat together every meal we eat together. We eat the same thing. Her salt level is in the middle, and mine's almost too low.
Mm,
Go figure.
I don't know. I know most of the transactions that take place in your body is done in a salt solution. So most of the stuff that happens inside of you happens with in a salt. Salt has something to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that what it is, Tim? Oh, okay. I didn't understand that. Glad you told me. Now I know why. Yeah, but it seems to me like if you eat the same foods all the time, your levels should be basically the same. But back when I was a contractor, I had the same route over and over and over, and I stopped and peed in the same place every night. Uh, I had a big, you could tell. I just stepped out the driver's door and peed right there at the stop sign, and you can tell where I peed at. Yeah, you could see it actually.
Smell it too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. The urine don't. It stays. I've used some fertilizer on the farm that smell like urine.
Wow.
I guess they must have used a certain amount of animal urine or something in the.
Well, when I use a lot of fish emulsion,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the mornings. My backyard smells like fish all day long.
Mm-hmm.
I use a lot of fish emulsion. That's about all I use is uh 20 uh liquid soluble, water soluble, and I irrigate from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
I run drip lines
Right.
on my garden, trying to keep the fungus down.
Yeah, that's how you do it if you're in a fungus place that has
Yeah,
kind of stuff. Well, we have it on some crops here.
yeah. And believe it or not, it's more cost efficient too.
Mm-hmm.
because you're getting the water right at the roots.
That's right. Yeah. 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 That's the best way to water.
And years past, I've had the traditional in-ground garden, but now this year I'm gonna try the raised garden, and I got to reconfigure my drip line. You know,
Yeah, you got the timber for the borders.
no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some old industrial sheet metal. I'm gonna cut
Yeah.
two-foot sections, 8 foot long, and I'm gonna use pressure treated 4x4s for the post,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna put a uh, fairing wood at the top, so you don't get cut on the tin.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Well, that ought to work.
I can't decide if I want them. I'm thinking about going with 4 foot wides.
Well,
We should,
2 foot is about the average size of a plant. And you put like tomatoes, you put 2 foot wide, and you put about 5 plants down through there, 4 plants down through there, and have plenty of room, and you can work them from either side. I'd go 2 foot.
2 foot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, if I did 2 foot, so I got enough metal to make 4 8 foot garden beds.
2 foot by 8 foot.
Yeah, well, no 4 foot by 8 foot, but if I made them 2 foot by 8 foot,
You
I'd
can cut
have
them in half, and you have enough for that
yeah,
many more.
right,
2 foot, plenty, I think. Just put them apart, where if they do, the vines or the limbs do hang out, you still got water room.
right. And what I'm gonna do for the growing medium is I think I'm gonna go get a cube of peat moss,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go to the cotton gin and get some black magic,
Right.
and then I'm gonna mix that with black cow,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'll be good. Of course, I won't have time this year to do a soil test on it because I've messed around and waited too long to do it.
How tall is it going to be? 2 feet tall
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 feet tall,
and 2 feet wide
2 feet wide,
and 8 feet long.
8 feet long.
Well, I know you got a bunch of old garden hose laying around you can split and put over the top of that tin.
I've never even thought about that. Then I
Yeah.
wouldn't have to put the wood strip of wood up there.
No, you got to take your time and slit that hose with a good sharp knife, straight, and just
Yeah,
put it over the top of it.
yeah. Huh.
You can try that on one or two of them anyway.
Tim's got a question. When you have a raised garden, you have to change out the soil every few years. Uh,
No,
I wouldn't think so, Tim.
you rotate your crops, Tim.
Yeah,
You rotate, in other words, you don't plant tomatoes in the same place you planted tomatoes.
right.
You rotate your crops in your beds. No, it'd be too expensive to get rid of the soil every year.
Yeah. It's gonna be 2 foot off the ground, mark. 2 foot tall.
Well, that's the name of that show.
Good stuff, wasn't it?
It was good. I needed something in my stomach. So I'm going to take me another hit on that NyQuil here in a minute. And let that salt and stuff get out of my mouth.
Don't blame you.
Well, what's happening Monday that's a holiday?
I don't know. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Dan. Nice. Not going to work. But he works on a base, so
Yeah.
every
Must be a federal holiday.
yeah. MLK Day.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, everybody's off that day.
Rob Fox is a fireball man.
I ain't too crazy about cinnamon. That's right, Mark. Whiskey flavored whiskey. Call me old fashioned. If I drink anything flavored, it's gonna be brandy. And I love some brandy and hot coffee in the wintertime. Blackberry brandy, to be specific.
There you go.
I didn't when I was younger. I didn't get into the schnapps flavors like peppermint schnapps or peach schnapps. No, I didn't get into that kind of flavored.
I can't handle snot.
No, I can't either.
I'd probably do a Vegemite before I could do snot.
Oh yeah, blackberry brandy is good.
I don't see how you drink that stuff. Snot.
No, I don't either. Dan likes peppermint schnapps. Melissa likes peach schnapps.
I can't handle those.
Yeah. If now hunch punch when when I was younger, I love me some hunch punch. That's about as far, that's about as sweet as I would go. Hunch punch, and it would
How
give
about
you
that schoolboy punch? Whatever you want to call
who?
it. Mix everything in a big old tub.
Yep. We always mixed it in a certain cooler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Put enough berry juice in it till it's soft enough to drink. Everybody can drink.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My problem when I was coming up in that age, I wasn't drinking. I didn't start drinking till I was out of college, really. And it just beer then.
Yeah.
When we
Oh
had a
yeah.
board speech class, we had a demonstration speech where you had to teach them how to do something.
Yeah.
He was out of the Air Force. This during Vietnam, and he had spent his time in the Air Force and was back in college on the GI Bill. And he made for the demonstration. He made schoolboy punch, and the instructor let him do it. And he made all that stuff and showed how much. And then he had a bunch of little bitty cups. What that much? I couldn't hardly go to baseball practice that evening. And
Oh man.
take much from me back in them days. I said, Lord, I can't be doing this.
Wow. Got tore up, huh?
Well, I didn't get tore up, but I wasn't. I didn't have my best day on the baseball field.
Yeah, I'd have to be sick to drink peppermint schnapps, Melissa.
Well, that may be what that moonshine is I got out there, peppermint snot that I mixed up. They always had that back when the homemade remedy was moonshine and peppermint. That's what we had always. I reckon every household had some. And you better not cough. Here they come with that quarter shine and peppermint.
Oh man.
I tell you, it's pretty good. I mean, for a cough, it coaches, it does something. I don't know what. Oh, I don't. I never had one of those things, brother. I see him drinking.
No, I've never. Until him, I ain't even never heard of it.
Me either. No, I didn't. I hadn't either.
Yeah, I'm glad you went live, Steve, because there wasn't nothing going on tonight.
No, I was when I got up. I got up a little before 12. Went to bed at 7. Sound asleep, man. And I got up and looked at my telephone, and Jodi was just now fixing to leave. And so I went on, and got dressed, and fooled around and come in here. And wasn't nobody live anywhere. So I said, well, I know it's a bunch hanging around somewhere. They always are looking for a place to be. So I fired one up. Yeah, Kanye. I ain't that up on all them alcohol drinking. Beer is pretty much my downfall.
I've never cared too much for beer myself. Uh, I used to get my drink of choice was whiskey and brandy and uh, bourbon.
I don't drink that much of it. I drink a lot of beer, but I have. I don't drink. I don't drink nearby like I used to. Though. I don't. It don't bother me either. I just don't ever think about it. But now, when I want a beer, I'm gonna have one.
What's your go-to beer, Steve?
Well, I've been drinking that Chilada for years and years,
Oh yeah.
but I love it just a good cold Budweiser too. Now,
No, that's how. No, if I do drink beer, it's got to be cold, ice cold.
yeah.
I can't stand beer once it starts getting a little warm.
Well, I keep a lot out there in the refrigerator, but every once in a while be doing something that's, man, I sure would like to have a Budweiser. And it wasn't like that for several years of drinking that Chilada. Never drank a Budweiser, but every once in a while now I'll get a craving and I got to go and I go up to the store and get me a 6-pack.
Yeah,
Right then. I mean, I don't wait for the craving to leave. I go get it right then.
yeah. Well, see, I used to spot trailers out there for Miller, and did it for 7 years. And Fleet Master had the export going to Puerto Rico, and see, Puerto Rico beer has more alcohol in
Oh,
it.
okay.
Uh, Now they would little bitty, and what they sent always was them little bitty 6 or 8 ounce cans
Yeah.
with a black genuine draft Miller
Hmm.
over there. And I kept a few of those. And I'm saying a few of those, a few cases of those in my shop refrigerator out there where I used to live.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
anytime anybody would come over, they'd grab a beer, grab one of those beers.
Yeah, I like what Dan talking about putting zing zang in his beer. I like that too. I
Um,
like zing zang in the glass by itself.
I don't even know what Zing Zang is.
Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, yeah.
I know what that is now. I don't know if that's orange and pineapple.
It gets me to when people say that they don't drink Miller beer. Uh, I tell you what, for those that saying that, there's an awful lot of loads of Miller beer going out
It sure is.
every day, seven
Now,
days a week.
I like Miller High Life.
Yeah,
Cold. It's got to be cold, but I don't care nothing about none of them light beers.
them.
That gelato is made with light beer,
Yeah,
but you really don't taste any of the beer in it.
that's what this Miller plant was here in uh, uh, Albany, was Miller High Life, but
Mm-hmm.
now it's, let's see, an African beer company bought it, which made them the biggest brewery in the United States. Budweiser was the biggest, but then
Mm-hmm.
when the African beer company bought it out, Miller became the big one, and
Okay.
then it's since then switched over to Molson Coors.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I've been in that brewery up there in St. Louis, and you watch them running that filling machine, and them bottles and quarts and cans coming off of it. You can slow down on your drinking because you ain't never gonna catch up with that machine.
Mm-mm.
Boy,
No,
they will spit it out.
and when they load them trailers, them big forklifts, they load 2 pallets of beer at a time.
Slipping them out of there. Yeah, both of my boys and their families drink that old damn beer, that all them different flavors. And I had to take my own beer when I go to their house because I can't drink all that crap. It just won't go down. That old dark beer and stuff.
There's CP.
There he is. Good morning, CP. Red Dog.
Red Dog was made at the Miller Brewery. Also, they made all kinds of beers out here.
Hmm.
The Bull Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull. They
Yeah.
made it here. Man, good morning, Indiana, Chris.
Hey, Indiana Chris. Where you been, CP? Asleep? No, doing something crazy, I'm sure.
But now, back when I was driving a truck, I'd haul a bunch out of Budweiser in
Yeah.
Jacksonville, and now they ship their beers cold.
Really?
Yep, they'd put chunks about 2 foot by 2 foot of dry ice
Hmm.
and space them out in their
Yeah,
trailers.
that's interesting.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
when in '68, when the Cardinals won the World Series, Augie Bush, downtown St. Louis, Augie Bush set up free beer on all the corners.
Yep.
And I had a bunch of friends that were at Ole Miss at the time, and they went to Memphis and caught a damn train and went to St. Louis. They went up there and drank beer all day the next day. Oh man.
Well, that's Tampa Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens in Tampa.
Yeah.
That's me back when I was younger. I wasn't nowhere near drinking age. Me and my uncle, which was only 2.5 years older than I am, I'd go down to Plant City and spend it all summer with him,
Yeah.
and we would go to Busch Gardens. Uh, his My oldest uncle, we'd go stay with him a couple of weeks, and we'd be at Busch Gardens every day. And they, they had free Busch beer sampling, and man,
Load up.
load up. And we wasn't nowhere near drinking age. Back them days you had to be 18.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I know, Daniel. Dan, it used to be rough to get coolers this side of the Mississippi River. We had a crop duster that did all my flying back in the '70s. He'd fly one of them big 600 horsepower snows all the way to I think Oklahoma City. Somewhere out there where you could buy it, and he'd fill the hopper up with cases of coolers.
Oh man.
They did it every year for Christmas, and all his customers would meet him at the airport up that way, his air service. And that was a big deal in them days is to get that cooler beer.
Yeah. Well, Dan, your name wouldn't have been Smokey and the Bandit, would it?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand. I know that Coors used to make their beer strictly out of the Rocky Mountain water, right?
Well, that's what they
Colorado.
always said. I don't know.
And but now I know for a fact that they don't. But now they make it up out of because they got a Coors plant in Albany, Georgia.
Yeah,
They use artesian
artesian water. Yeah.
artesian water.
I don't remember Chucky. I do not remember Fall City. Yeah.
No, my nickname was Bo.
All right. Yeah. I'm going down already.
Oh Lord, I'm boring you to death.
No, I'm just running out of steam fast.
Yeah, yep. So, yeah, I hope you don't, Steve. But it sounds to me like you might be coming down.
That's going on. It started yesterday.
I tell you how it started
Or it
on me.
started the day before yesterday.
I tell you how it started on me. I never get headaches, but I had a headache,
And that's what got me
and
a headache.
then it just drained me, and it went from there. And then it I didn't believe it was COVID, but the test said it was.
Yeah.
But it stayed right in here, stayed right in here, and to this day I'm still spitting up. I still got a runny nose and mucus.
See, I don't have all that.
Not yet. You don't.
Not yet. Well, it's been going on 48 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not coughing.
I can hear it in your voice.
Well, that's what Kay said.
Yeah.
Kay said I sound nasally.
Yeah. You do.
And that's what Kay said, but my nose ain't running. I mean, I blow my nose every once in a while, but I always blow my nose every once in a while. But what got me was that headache, man.
Yeah. I never get headaches. But that's where I started out.
But anyway, if I might go up there tomorrow and get the test.
Y'all don't have home tests?
Yeah, we do, but they'll come out to my truck and test me.
Oh yeah. Well,
That's what the case said, Chuck, CP, and that's what Hog Leg just said. All
yep.
right, see you, Dan.
Take it easy, Dan.
That's what I was trying to tell Kay. I just don't feel good. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, it affects, like it got a hold of Melissa and just tore her out of the frame. And like I said, I didn't feel no or I felt like it was just a head cold.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
But
I don't feel bad, but I don't feel good.
that, yeah, exactly.
And I got so many other aches and pains. Hell, I don't know what I got going on in my left hip. I never had a hip pointer before, but I swear, I believe I got one. See you
Wow.
later, Dan. Don't work too hard tomorrow.
All right, Dan. Thanks for coming in. Coach sounds like my sink drain.
Yeah. I know these funny hours I'm keeping got lucky all messed up. No, more. What you gonna do? You gonna hit me? You missed. You missed. I felt the air off of it though.
Wow.
Yeah, boy, that damn cat. Ow, he got me then. Yep, he got me.
Wow.
Look, you a bad boy. You a bad boy. Yeah, I know it, but I got little pecks all over myself, all over my hands.
Mm. There you go.
That may have cat scratch fever, you know.
Yeah, that you know that possibility.
I
I know.
reckon,
Don't I know?
I reckon it must be the real deal because they wrote a song about it.
Yeah. Well, we told. Now this was back in the early '90s. Um, this is me, Sid, uh, and we called him Psycho. We hung out and flathead fished all the time, right?
Yeah,
Well, Psycho, me and him, we all three owned our own trucks, and we'd go out during the week and we'd be home on the weekend and we'd go fishing. Well, Psycho, he was one of those that would he had. I had a bulletproof vest. And he wanted me to let him wear it and shoot him with my shotgun.
oh man.
And back then, I was crazy enough. I shot him.
Oh God.
It knocked him on the ground. It didn't. It worked. But then
Yeah,
again, there went that $300
yeah,
bulletproof vest.
right, yeah.
But and he was one of them type that I would, I had a stun gun, and he'd beg me to touch him with it, and then knock him down on the ground. And he was one of those that would stand in water when we was working on our boats and
Grab the spark plug.
grab the spark plug and hold it in that. So we called him Psycho.
Oh man.
and, and he was me and him had worked at a transmission torque converter place. He was cutting in half all them torque converters and all that torque, that transmission fluid getting on him and going on him, and he would swear up and down he got a disease from all that,
Mm-mm.
and he, he he was stayed sick all the time. Oh, his wife had about 50 cats,
Oh yeah.
and he fell asleep in the bed one night, and we didn't see him the next day at work. Cat had then pooped in his ear.
Oh shit.
And
Lord.
he went massacring them cats with his gun in the bedroom. Poo, 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 poo.
Oh God, man.
Yep. And then, and so we called him Psycho. And between that, we told him what his problem was he had cat scratch fever.
There you go.
And Monday he went out to Texas. He done seen the doctors. All the doctors around here wouldn't see him no more because he'd tell them, you know, look at my arm. I got stuff coming out of it. He was visualizing stuff that coming out. So he done went through all the doctors and specialists here in our area.
Yeah.
So he had a load going out to Texas, Dallas, Texas, and he delivered his load, dropped his trailer, bobtailed to the hospital, and walked in there into the emergency room. And he says, "I got stuff coming out of my skin. It's crawling under my skin." And they said, "No, you don't, sir." And he pulled his doggone knife out and sliced his arm.
Oh God, man.
Um, so they they put him in the hospital, but in the psychiatric ward.
Yeah, I guarantee it. Oh yeah, much no wonder. He sounded like he was a psycho.
That's why we call him Psycho.
Yeah, he had something going on.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see. I want to go back up here and read about Falls City, founded in 1905. I never heard of it. Indiana Chris said Cams. Is that hams or cams? I've heard of Hamsby. I never heard of Cam. Heard of hams. I never heard of Cams. I guess it could be. Yeah, Tim. I'm waiting on Lucky to pull something like that. Yeah. Okay. Hog leg, I'm in there to go.
He doggone sure did. He went to killing some cats.
Cam. Okay, Cam. I never heard of that particular one. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to shut it down. I got to.
All right. Thanks for having me up, Steve. And
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up and taking some of the slack, yeah, boy.
yeah, I'd came up earlier, but it was all of a sudden you came up. And...
Yeah. Well, nobody else, and I knew somebody wanted to visit. But I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good. I'll see y'all tomorrow somewhere.
Thanks for having me up. Bye.